My boyfriend called my backyard picnic with my stepbrother a quarantine date and gave me an ultimatum, but his controlling behavior backfired on him spectacularly, plus an update. My boyfriend, who is 19, and I, also 19, have been dating for just over a year. We're both in university and currently taking online classes due to the lockdown. When they announced the transition to online classes, I decided to move back to my mom's house, which is about an hour and a half away. My town is mostly a student town, so there aren't many grocery delivery services, and I don't drive. I didn't want to have to rely on the reduced bus service. My boyfriend tried to convince me to move in with him, but I refused. I didn't like the idea of being an illegal tenant in a house with 4 guys and only 1 bathroom. My boyfriend was not happy about this. I've been back for 3 weeks now, and things have been tense, especially when it comes to my 22-year-old stepbrother. My mom remarried when I was 15, and she moved her new husband and his son in with us. So I've known my stepbrother for 5 years, and our relationship has always been friendly, but distant. He's lived at home the entire time and worked as a bartender before the quarantine. Ever since I moved back, my boyfriend has been on my case about spending too much time with my stepbrother. He gets really upset because we drive around aimlessly every day. The truth is, I'm on a learner's permit, and my stepbrother is helping me practice while the streets are empty. He's also mad about the fact that we hang out and watch stuff together. The weather was nice this week, so my stepbrother and I decided to eat our lunches in the backyard, picnic style. My boyfriend freaked out when he realized this and accused me of going on quarantine dates behind his back. I didn't even tell him about it. I guess he must have stalked my stepbrother's Instagram story. And it wasn't a date. We are going into week 5 of quarantine, bored out of our minds, and just doing anything possible for a slight change of pace. My boyfriend called me yesterday and told me he was unhappy and felt disrespected. He said that I needed to make a change if I wanted to keep the relationship. He told me that my stepbrother and I are not like regular siblings since we didn't grow up together, so he's afraid things will escalate between us. I think this is gross. My stepbrother is not someone I would ever consider dating, and I'm certain he feels the same way. My boyfriend told me that I would need to stop hanging out with my stepbrother and spend more time FaceTiming and texting him. Currently, we FaceTime every day for at least an hour, but he said his ideal would be 3 to 4 hours a day. I think this is crazy, and part of me wants to tell him to shove it. But we had a great relationship before this, and another part of me wants to fight and save it. I know my boyfriend, and I'm fairly sure he is acting like this because he's still upset that I didn't move in with him. But it's going on week 4 now, and I'm not sure how much more I can handle. What should I do? The short version is, I moved back home for the lockdown, and my boyfriend is acting possessive and jealous because I'm spending time with my stepbrother. Update. After I posted, I took some time to read the comments and form a plan. I texted my boyfriend, telling him that I needed a bit of space to take a breather and reevaluate things. I made it clear that I didn't want to break up. But I told him I felt like I was always being monitored, and I wanted to make a game plan for us to have healthy communication through this pandemic. He called me, super upset, and accused me of choosing my stepbrother over him. I told him that it wasn't about my stepbrother. It's not like I chose him, he's literally just someone I get along with who I can hang out with during the pandemic. I explained to him that it was not like I was spending every waking moment with him. I do my homework in the morning, we hang out in the afternoon, and my evening time is divided between the 4 of us, my mom, stepdad, and stepbrother, and FaceTiming my boyfriend. My boyfriend then accused me of doing special, boyfriend activities with my stepbrother. He told me that it was always his dream to teach me to drive. The funny thing is, he doesn't even have his permit. Am I supposed to wait around for him to get it? He also complained about me teaching my stepbrother how to bake bread. This is stupid, because I was going to make the bread to begin with. My stepbrother helped by moving the heavy mixer, eating half the almond slices, and taking pictures for Instagram. He also screamed at me for not moving in with him, saying how all of this would have been prevented if we were living together. I told him that I have no interest in living somewhere that I'm not allowed to be. I can't afford a fine from bylaw, and if I were to get kicked out, it would be more difficult to find my way home since I don't drive. In the end, I told my boyfriend that I would not give up my relationship with my stepbrother, who is part of my family and a genuinely nice guy, just to ease his insecurities and cater to his demands. I told my boyfriend that I needed time to cool down and that I'd talk to him in a few days. That was all on Friday, and today I reached out to see how he was. He was still pissed at me and being accusatory, so I basically told him that this wasn't working and I wanted to break up. I did it over text and then blocked him, which probably makes me an asshole. But I literally couldn't deal with any more of him yelling at me and insulting my family. So that's the outcome. I'm really sad and I've been crying a lot, but I'm also kind of relieved. The short version is, we broke up because he couldn't see how controlling he was being.